Hey Patriots fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved New England Patriots. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. This way, you'll stay updated and never miss any breaking news or exclusive content. The rumors swirling around the league right now feels like one of those stories that starts as a whisper and suddenly becomes the loudest sound in the room. And it centers on the idea that the Patriots may have quietly positioned themselves to take BREECE HALL away from the Jets. When you frame it through the lens of rivalry, ambition, and timing, the speculation gains a dramatic edge that feels almost cinematic. New England has been searching for a true offensive identity, something explosive enough to scare defenses before the ball is even snapped. Hall represents that kind of threat, a player whose presence alone can reshape a game plan. Sources close to the situation suggest the Patriots see him not just as a running back, but as a statement, a way to signal a new chapter built on speed, versatility, and unpredictability. The Jets, meanwhile, are caught in a delicate balancing act, trying to build while also managing contracts, expectations, and locker room dynamics. This is where rumors thrive, in the space between what a team says publicly and what it quietly explores behind closed doors. Fans are divided, analysts are buzzing, and nobody seems fully convinced this is impossible anymore. What makes this speculation even more intriguing is how BREECE HALL fits into the Patriots' traditional philosophy while also challenging it. For years, New England has favored adaptability, using players who can fill multiple roles and keep opponents guessing. Hall is exactly that type of weapon, capable of running between the tackles, catching passes, and turning routine plays into highlight moments. The chatter suggests that the Patriots believe they could unlock an even more complete version of him, placing him in a system designed to exploit defensive hesitation. On the other side, the Jets have to consider whether holding onto a star at all costs is always the smartest move, especially if it means sacrificing depth or future flexibility. Rumors hint at conversations that revolve around long-term vision rather than short-term comfort. This is not about a single season, but about trajectories and legacies. The Patriots are said to be aggressive, sensing vulnerability, while the Jets are portrayed as cautious but listening. In a rivalry defined by bold moves, this one would certainly qualify. There is also a psychological layer to this rumor that makes it resonate far beyond simple roster mechanics. Taking a player like BREECE HALL from a division rival is not just about talent acquisition. It is about momentum and perception. The Patriots understand the symbolic power of such a move, how it would instantly shift narratives and force everyone to reevaluate the balance of power. Insiders speculate that New England sees an opportunity to disrupt the Jets' plans at a critical moment, planting doubt and asserting confidence all at once. For the Jets, the mere existence of these rumors creates pressure as fans and media begin questioning the organization's direction. Even if nothing materializes, the conversation itself leaves marks. Hall becomes the center of attention, his future dissected and debated, which can subtly influence negotiations and relationships. The Patriots, masters of leveraging uncertainty, are said to be comfortable letting the rumor breathe, allowing it to create ripples. In the background, executives measure risk versus reward, knowing that boldness has defined championships as much as patience has defined rebuilds. As the speculation continues, many voices point to the financial chessboard underneath it all. Contracts, cap space, and future commitments form the invisible framework guiding every whisper. The Patriots are rumored to have structured their books with flexibility in mind, anticipating the chance to strike if a rare talent became available. Hall's value is undeniable, but so is the cost of keeping him happy and healthy over time. The Jets must weigh the emotional attachment of fans against the cold logic of sustainability. Some suggest that New York might consider a deal if it accelerates their broader plan, even if it stings in the short term. For New England, the gamble would be about timing, believing that adding a dynamic playmaker now could fast-track a cultural reset. This rumor paints both teams as calculating rather than reckless, aware that every decision echoes for years. It is this tension between immediacy and foresight that keeps the story alive and evolving with every passing conversation. Another layer fueling the rumor is the belief that BREECE Hall himself could be intrigued by a fresh environment. While players rarely drive these narratives publicly, subtle signals often emerge through body language, comments, or silence. Observers speculate that Hall's competitive nature aligns with the Patriots' reputation for discipline and opportunity. New England has historically offered players a platform to redefine themselves, and that allure cannot be ignored. At the same time, the Jets have invested heavily in building a supportive structure around their young stars, making the idea of departure emotionally complex. This push and pull adds depth to the speculation, transforming it from a simple transaction rumor into a story about ambition and identity. Fans project their hopes and fears onto Hall, imagining him in different uniforms, different schemes, different futures. The Patriots are portrayed as patient hunters, while the Jets appear as guardians of a prized asset. In between stand a player whose career could pivot dramatically depending on decisions made far from the spotlight. Ultimately, this rumor persists because it feels plausible within the evolving landscape of the league. The Patriots are no strangers to controversial moves, and the Jets are navigating a phase where every option must be considered. BREECE Hall represents more than talent. He represents potential leverage, possibility, and transformation. Whether this speculation becomes reality or fades in the background, it has already accomplished something significant by forcing both organizations into the conversation about who they want to be next. The rivalry adds fuel, the stakes add urgency, and the uncertainty keeps everyone watching closely. For now, the story lives in that gray area where rumors thrive, feeding debates, shaping expectations, and reminding fans that in this league, stability is often just an illusion waiting to be challenged. As the narrative stretches into deeper speculation, the idea of the Patriots taking BREECE Hall from the Jets begins to feel like a stress test for both franchises. For New England, it will be a declaration that they are ready to reassert themselves through bold acquisition rather than gradual evolution. The rumor suggests an organization eager to reframe its offensive identity around a centerpiece capable of bending defenses and energizing a fan base hungry for excitement. Hall's skill set is often described as modern and adaptable, qualities the Patriots are rumored to crave as they attempt to stay relevant in an ever-faster league. On the Jets side, the story forces introspection about asset management and patience. Holding onto a star can symbolize commitment, but moving one can symbolize vision. The rumor thrives because it touches on fundamental philosophies, asking whether loyalty or leverage defines long-term success. Fans on both sides feel the weight of that question, projecting their own beliefs onto the unfolding chatter. This is not just about a player, but about what kind of future each team dares to imagine. The speculation also feeds into a broader conversation about rivalries and power shifts. When a team like the Patriots is linked to a move this aggressive, it sends a message that complacency is not an option. Analysts whisper that New England sees the Jets as both a competitor and an opportunity, believing that a calculated strike could weaken one while strengthening the other. The Jets, aware of this perception, are rumored to be cautious about appearing vulnerable. Every leak, every anonymous quote, adds layers to the drama. The idea of Hall changing sides amplifies emotions because it blurs lines of loyalty and rivalry. Fans imagine the shockwaves, the reactions, the endless debates that would follow. Even those skeptical of the rumor admit that it feels aligned with the unpredictable nature of the league. In this environment, speculation becomes a form of entertainment and strategy combined, shaping narratives before any official move is even considered. Financial whispers continue to circulate as well, suggesting that both teams are quietly modeling scenarios. For the Patriots, the appeal lies in balancing cost with impact, believing that a high-profile addition could justify complex adjustments elsewhere. For the Jets, the conversation revolves around opportunity cost, questioning whether the resources tied to Hall could be redistributed to strengthen multiple areas. This type of thinking fuels rumors because it sounds logical, even if it remains unconfirmed. Insiders suggest that conversations are exploratory rather than definitive, but exploration alone is enough to ignite speculation. The Patriots are said to value optionality, keeping doors open without committing prematurely. The Jets are portrayed as pragmatic, listening without revealing intent. This dance of silence and suggestion keeps the rumor alive, as fans and commentators fill gaps with imagination. In a league driven by perception as much as reality, that imagination becomes a powerful force. Another compelling angle in this story is how coaching philosophies might influence the rumor's credibility. The Patriots are often associated with maximizing player strengths through disciplined systems, and Hall is seen as a perfect candidate for such optimization. The Jets, meanwhile, are navigating their own developmental curve, aiming to grow alongside their core talent. The idea that Hall could flourish even more in a different structure feeds the narrative, regardless of whether it reflects internal realities. Speculation thrives on hypotheticals, and this one is rich with them. Would Hall's versatility unlock new play designs, or would it disrupt existing balance? Would the Jets regret letting go, or would they feel liberated by flexibility? These questions have no immediate answers, yet they dominate discussions. The rumor persists because it invites endless analysis, allowing everyone to play strategists from afar. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The emotional dimension cannot be ignored either. Players are human, fans are passionate, and rivalries carry history. Imagining BREECE Hall in Patriots colors triggers visceral reactions, ranging from excitement to disbelief. The rumor taps into those emotions, making it sticky and shareable. For the Patriots supporters, it represents hope and resurgence. For Jets fans, it represents fear and betrayal. That emotional polarization ensures the story stays alive, regardless of factual grounding. Commentators amplify it because it resonates, not because it is confirmed. This is how rumors gain momentum, feeding on reaction as much as information. The Patriots are painted as opportunists, the Jets as decision-makers under pressure, and Hall as the focal point of a potential seismic shift. In this emotional landscape, logic and feeling intertwine, blurring the line between analysis and storytelling. In the end, the speculation about the Patriots taking BREECE Hall from the Jets endures because it embodies everything fans find compelling about the sport. Rivalry, ambition, risk, and identity all collide in a single narrative thread. Whether it remains a rumor or evolves into reality, it has already shaped conversations and expectations. The Patriots appear energized by the possibility of transformation, while the Jets are depicted as guardians of their future, weighing every option carefully. Hall stands at the center, a symbol of potential movement and meaning. This story may eventually fade, replaced by the next whisper or surprise, but for now it captures attention precisely because it feels just believable enough. In a league defined by constant motion, even the strongest foundations can feel temporary, and that uncertainty is what keeps everyone listening. There are even murmurs that Patrick Surtain-Tu's impact might extend to game preparation and strategy in ways that most rookies rarely influence. Some insiders suggest that quarterbacks in the league are being studied differently because of his arrival, with reports indicating that scouting reports now include specific references to his tendencies, positioning, and reaction speed. Analysts speculate that such an immediate ripple effect is unusual, and it could signify that the Patriots' secondary might become the most strategically disruptive unit in the league. Rumor has it that during walkthroughs and practice games, Surtain's instincts force adjustment from coaches, quarterbacks, and offensive coordinators, with his ability to read plays in real time acting as a kind of defensive radar. Fans on social media have noticed subtle clips that fuel the speculation, suggesting that his positioning and anticipation are already influencing the outcomes of certain drills. Some insiders hint that this level of influence is rare for any player, let alone a rookie, and could create a scenario where New England's defensive approach feels almost unpredictable to opponents. Analysts are debating whether Surton's presence could indirectly improve other units on the team by giving them more favorable field position and fewer high-stress situations. The whispers suggest that the Patriots' entire game plan might be gradually adapting to maximize the unique skills of a single player, a phenomenon that rarely occurs in professional football. As the rumors continue to circulate, fans and insiders alike are captivated by the possibility that Patrick Surton, too, might not just be an elite cornerback in the making, but the central figure driving a new era of defensive innovation in New England, one that could have long-lasting effects on the league. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.